circle. I appreciate everyone coming today. I'm sorry for this light right here. I'm trying to see if I can get rid of that light so it doesn't too much glare for you guys. I don't know if I can. I'm probably not going to be able to. I apologize. There we go. We're going to get started today. I'm going to go ahead and start with we always do, for those that are here that are new, we do I always do 2 prayers for protection as we do the reading, so that way we're fully protected. And those that are new, I welcome in the you can call them God, all the spirits. I work with my ancestors, my I have my spiritual team that I work with, and that's what I allow in. And then also, if you are willing, since you're here, we call in your ancestors, so you get the messages that are here for you. And when I do the weekly reading, it is going to some of it may resonate with you, and that's what you take with you. And what doesn't resonate, you just let it go. But is what you've already I always interpret it as, we already get messages throughout our life and throughout the day, and we don't sometimes listen to it. And so this is sometimes, when I do these readings, it's confirming what you already know, and it's helping you, guide you through what you need to get done in your life, or how you're feeling in your faith, and the way you're thinking, and it just helps guide you that and just confirm a lot of what you already believe and what you've already received in your messages. So here we go. I would like to call on white light protection for myself and the Wisdom Circle community, as we ask permission from Spirit to access the Akashic records. We call our spirit guides and our good angels to be with us, give us the clarity and the wisdom that is needed to improve all of us on our journey, to make the best decisions for ourselves, our families, for the planet, for the people we love, but even to help those we have strife with. And together we say Amen. And then I'm also going to do the Archangel Michael prayer. So everyone, let's take a deep breath in and let it out. And we're going to call in Archangel Michael. Directly connected to the divine and to all that is, I now call upon Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, please come in and connect with us now. We ask that you protect us, uplift us, and inspire us to live in alignment with our highest and greatest good. Surround us with your wings of love and stand before us, blessing our energy with the angelic qualities of strength, courage, and truth. Please clear our energy and vibration, completely releasing all negative energy, limiting beliefs, fears, illusions, and negative energetic imprints present in our energy and physical being. Please release anything that is blocking us from fully completely experiencing the love and light present in every moment. Release all that no longer serves us into the light of the divine, and to fill the void with unconditional love, light, and compassion. Archangel Michael, we ask that you use your sword of light to cut away all doubt, fear, guilt, or negativity which is around us. Cut any and all cords which are draining our energy and vitality across the lines of time, and assist us in reintegrating our light and personal power which has been drained back into our being now. Please guide us on our path and help us to accomplish our authentic purpose according to divine will, for the highest and greatest good, and so it is. Thank you. Amen. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the weekly read. If you have not muted yourself, go ahead and mute yourself as I do the weekly read, please. Just a reminder. Here we go. Let's see what we have for this week. We call again for the weekly read. We call our ancestors, our good angels, our spirit team to give us the guidance that we need on this week. We'll see what comes in for the Wisdom Circle in the community. What is going on this week? We just got done with a full moon, so it's very powerful. Hi, Renewal. So glad to see you. Glad you came in. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's very powerful week this week. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have to show you like this. So start off with wisdom, and this is what the message I'm receiving. A lot of people are searching out for the information, for guidance, and all that. And ultimately, you have the wisdom, you have the knowledge, but you have been doubting yourself for too long. And they're asking you to step into your own power, your own wisdom, your own knowledge. Don't. I'm hearing don't and second guess yourself. Be assertive in what you want in your life. You have all the knowledge. You came on this earth with a lot of knowledge. Now you have to remember that. Trust in the feeling, like if you want to voice something, or like you're hearing something, all of a sudden you're like, I know that's not right, or whatever. You have the wisdom to change your whole life. You have the wisdom to trust in what you are, what you see, what you bring to the table. But I'm hearing as also leaving all judgment. You can't judge. The more you stand in your own self and your own true self and you align with spirit, you'll know the truth. We're not here to divide, we're here to join, to help each other to go forward. We're all one. That's what they want to say. The wisdom is all one. We have to remember we connect. And this is what they're showing me. It's so funny because they're saying material harvest. See, I'm telling you, you have the knowledge to bring forth what you want to do and what you want to create and the changes in your life you want to do. To move forward into your life. You're moving forward and you have those knowledges, and this is what they're showing. It's almost so they're showing me is the connection to others. When we connect hands and when we're in prayer, or even it's that energy. Remember, you're not divided, we're together. So let it flow. Your energy casts out to everything you want. You create everything you want to do. You have the wisdom to create your own world, your own what you want in your life. They're saying if you are feeling a little stuck, you're feeling like you can't move forward, you don't lose your hope. They're listening, they're here. You've been feeling a little conflicted and defeated, right? Some of you have already felt like you had a tower moment that just things are falling apart, but that's not the truth, because look at it is the reason why it fell, because it's no longer working for you. Your energy is vibrating higher. You want something in your life much more, um what are they saying, it's almost like there's my heart just opened, plenishful, like it's connection, it's love, and you want something much more, oh my gosh, I can feel it, like you're just tired of this old, and I can feel it, like you're just wanting this. You can almost feel it in your hands that what you want to achieve is the connection, the love, the highest higher realm. You look at, you're moving forward. So those of you who have feeling like things are just not working out, you had your time where things are falling apart, don't look at it that they want you to take a moment, take a deep breath, because you're moving forward. This darkness you're moving out of to something much better. It's sometimes we try to hold on what's not working. We try to hold on to it because that's what's normal for us, what's what we know, right? But the push, the ultimate, and I know this, my team will push me when I like I'm in that depth, like things are not going, and they're like, oh no, you got to push forward. You have to take a look. And this is one of the, it's funny because it's just showing me this book, Michael, Gap in the Game, one of the best books to read to understand the process of moving forward, and when you're feeling in the despair, you have to look at it. This is what I've also learned by when God told me, turn around and look at that where you're despair, where you're feeling lack of, and realize you give it love, and you open up to see I have to say, you open up to see the light in a different way. You look at it and you thank it. Thank that tower moment, the disruption. Actually, thank it, because it's telling you to reevaluate. Are you truly on your path to what you want to be? Are you truly following who you are? Or are you following someone else's voice, right? You have to follow your voice, your inner compass. I just heard pyramid. So you're the temple. You connect. You can't run outside. You can't look with that. If your body, if you're ill, will tell you exactly what you need. What you will get thoughts and impressions, or something like, oh, like even an example, an exercise, you should be doing this, or you should be eating a piece of this fruit or this meal, you shouldn't eat it, or you should. They're going to tell your body is going to align with that, because you're moving forward. This disruption is moving you forward to something so much better. Your hope. You're harvesting everything. You're moving on to something so much better. So trust in that. They're saying stand your ground in what you believe in your thoughts and what is true to you and your health. I'm hearing health and in work environment and people. You got to stand to who you are. And this is what I'm hearing. Don't have to be an anger. You know what? When you know how you can also change is being very quiet. You go within and you're not reactive to anything because when you're reactive, you can't hear, you're not aligned anymore. And they're asking you to align yourself. Remember once who you were. You are the light. You're part of that team that everyone talks about. We're all part of it. We all come from it. The higher realm, the spirit realm. We're our spirits. You just got to remember you have the same knowledge. I'm here and I'm listening. Everyone connects. You have to be willing to sit down and to trust yourself again because you've been programmed to not trust and to step away from yourself and look for answers outside because what we've been given all that outside. And now it's time to go back in to realize who you are and to trust who you're, and your boundaries are going to get stronger. And I'm hearing it's not done in anger. It's done when you become quiet and realize you don't have to be reactive to your life anymore. You're not reactive to anything. You get to choose which way and direction you want to go. You take back your own inner power. So look at you're moving forward. For those who have decided to do that work, to understand and to release and not be afraid. You're oh okay, sorry. I'm gonna tell you exactly what they said. You're even though you feel like you're not doing it, you're being pushed. That's why they're showing me the disruption came in because you are here meant to do so much more. Even it doesn't matter how old you are. Your wisdom comes, it doesn't matter how old you are, it comes at any time. It is supposed to show up in your life when you decide to push forward. And that's what's happening. This feeling of being lost and not knowing what the direction you want to do, it is the disruption that's showing you to take that moment to take a look at what you want to do in your life, and you're coming forward. Sorry, moving forward to something so much better. And it doesn't mean some people are not going to be starting a new business. This is just about living your life to your full potential, to have fun in your life now, not always feeling running around. You get to make the choices you want. Do you want to move forward to learn new things? You can. Now you can start a new hobby. You can start to learn. Me, I tried everything. You got to learn. I decided when I turned 50 I was going to have fun in my life. That's what you need to do. You need to decide, make that decision. Are you going to just sit there and wonder or wait for someone to show you? Because they're not going to show you your true path. Only you know your true path. Some are going to give you guidance. You'll hear something that resonates. It's because you've already heard it, and your inner self, your soul's already heard it from source. That's why it resonates. It's not because someone's saying it and it's true. It's because you've already heard it in your own soul. So trust that. Trust in the guidance that you're receiving within yourself and which way you want to go. Don't be afraid of the change. Because look, you're going to triumph whatever thing that has come in your way to get feeling like you're a little lost, feeling like you've been taken off track, or feeling someone has stopped you from going forward. It's just a moment. You're triumphant over it. There's sometimes I'm hearing you have to take a moment to step back, to reevaluate which way you want to go. This is what I've learned on this path is they're showing remember how I learned is I always think of it this way. Each thing that I have tried not maybe finished it because I was supposed to get the tools for that moment. I was supposed to meet the certain people, but was not supposed to finish all the way to the end of my life. It's tools that you're gathering in your life. And it doesn't matter how old you are and when you start and when you begin, because I always say this at the end of your last breath, you are a teacher and you are also a student. You're learning everything and teaching everything. So it does not end and don't look at your age and where you're at. You should have completed. No, you're right where you're supposed to be and you're moving forward. It's just ending. Some things are feeling a little despair. You're just ending something to go forward to something much bigger, much more ease. And I feel this is how I feel. Once you let go and you say, I'm going to enjoy it and this is what I want, things become a lot easier and doors open. And that's where you have to make the choice. The only time when we have that feeling stuck or it's not moving forward is we actually control that energy. It's nobody else controls that energy. Okay, so you have to make the choice on what you want in your life. Just look, we have material and spiritual prosperity coming in. It is coming into something much more. So everything that you have, this is how they're showing it. It doesn't matter what age you are and where you're at. You've already gathered everything you are. You're going forward. This is what you're going to. Your own paradise, what you get to create. As you see, it's you. You're commanding everything. You created that. Nobody else. There's no one standing with this person and showing up. This is everything they decided to create. You create everything in your world. And it doesn't matter how fast it is either. Actually, they're saying if you try to go too fast, you miss the in between, what is most important, the connections that are along the way. Pay attention. They're saying pay attention to those connections. They might not be for the whole time, or you might meet them for a little bit, a month or two, and then those people move on. And you're asking, well, what happened? Because you already got the information and the connection you needed from them. And it's time to move on. You will know when the ones are going to be staying along your way, and those other some are just going to come and go in your life. You might see them, years later, and oh, because there's something else. But they're here, just like everyone. We're here to help each other along this path, along in the moments that we need them. So trust in the process. Let's see what Archangel Michael has to say. Now the angel team to see. Let us know what the Wisdom Circle weekly read has to say. Okay. This is a blessing in disguise. Be patient, have faith that your angels have the situation under control. What will come is far better than you dare to dream. So if you're feeling that tower moment, like I was telling you, the disruption in your life, things are not going well, and it's because there, be patient with that. It's a movement because maybe you weren't moving forward, you weren't seeing the things that needed to be seen, and you weren't making the proper changes for you. You were feeling like, this is like I'm feeling, some of you were just hitting this wall, like you can't move forward in your, or even in a relationship, or people around you were just, you were getting tired, but you did not have it move forward, but something happened to make it happen without, it's, I mean, I'm here without your choice or anything, because there are big changes coming. Be patient and have faith that your angels have the situation under control. What will come is far better than you dare to dream, and this is a positive movement forward. Prioritize self-care. You do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. This is where I'm talking about, is when you start to prioritize self, you start to go within, and you start to listen to self and which way you want to go. That is the self-care. That is going in within and listening to your body, what you need to eat, what type of people need to be around you. Um, Even in business, everything, it has to do with everything. Trusting yourself now to take care of yourself. It's going to be very important this week. I feel like there's a lot of heat coming, so feeling discombobulated, I'm going to use that word because that's what they just told me. Discombobulated is the heat rising. So remember, when you're hot, you're just like computers, just like your engine, you have to have that water going. If you're not hydrated, guess what happens to the mind? It gets overheated, your body. So temperatures rising, everything is rising. So in Chinese medicine, the heat rises can make you kind of a little angry, right? So what they're asking you this week is to be very important because some of you are not hydrating enough to keep yourself cool, to keep yourself calm. So that's where the heightened feeling, anxiety, everything start to build because the body is not cooling, and that's where the self care comes in. You need to take care of yourself with that. Because look at again, change is coming. I'm here to guide you through this exciting transformation. This is a time of joyous opportunities. Okay. Just understand it's a lot of things are coming to be. I'm just hearing also what is around you. Like they're saying, step away from even watching to the news. This right now, you have to. It's a reflection of self now. So you got to step away. What's going on around you? It can only affect you if you allow that energy come in. Right now, they're saying focus on self and healing. Um, Trust that though there, this is how they're saying it. Trust that there are those that are here that are working on that situation, but for you, you are supposed to be working on yours to go forward on what you need to do to bring in that energy into a different fruition. So this is a big change is coming for you. So trust in that. You step back from any outside. So basically, outside influence, because that keeps you from connecting to self. So they're asking you to step and prioritize your self-care, your mental health, your all that is prioritizing self will actually help you move forward to something much better. Deeper insights are at hand. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving forward. So this is again, you try not to rush everything. Let things play out. Let things be calm. If things have been falling around you or not working out, you need this is where you need to step back because you're actually engaging in this energy that's building. When you start to step back, you take a moment and you start to uh, I have to say this, reset your central nervous system. You finally see things and you can see the way out of things much better and clearer. The connections that are coming in to trust that is coming through. Again, welcome abundance into your life. Prosperity is on its way to you. Have faith that the source will heal your financial challenges. Do not panic. Things will work out. Things are not permanent as you think they are. Things are moving forward to much fluid um, oh, okay. I'm hearing fluidity. Everything is going to start to flow really, really, really good. But this is where I have to say they're asking, this is the team asking, your team is asking, is to step back, remember to take the 5 breaths of life, and to reset your central nervous system and calm down. Because once you calm down, everything around you starts to get refocused on what is best for you. Sometimes you may not have to, you're not supposed to be part of what is going on the outside. You got to focus on you. This is why the disruption is maybe you've been focusing outside that really may not affect you in a certain way that you think it is. That's why they're asking go back within and things will start to get much flowing much better. Whoosh. Okay, look, see, have the courage. Have the courage to move forward. Have the courage to stand in your own power. You're the lion. I love this. Lisbeth, could you please mute real quick, please? Thank you. Whoosh. Okay. All right, let's see. See, financial health. Okay, so what I'm getting right now, don't panic if you're feeling like things are not working out. They're saying, reflect. This is go ahead and see everything, but it's changing. As you see, it grows. When you panic is when, and actually you can stop the flow is when panic. when you actually just this is what I've learned. The more when I don't focus on what I don't have, the more it flows. When I start to focus in on what I don't have, the more that I feel like I get that block. And they're asking you to let it flow. That's why they're asking you to step back on the outside and look within. You know that you're supposed to go in this different spot. That's why that disruption came in, to move you forward into something much better. It's coming so much, and it's freeing. And I have to show you. Look, it brings freedom. These changes, this moment you feel like you maybe have been losing or a lot, it's actually it's changing. I'm almost hearing, this is okay, I'm not almost, I'm hearing, this is how I'm hearing it, is that it's going to bring you freedom for the proper flow, the right energetic flow for you, and what is aligned to you. So don't fear, because it's going to bring you a lot more freedom than you really think. So don't fear that there's disruption or things are not working out, because it's moving you forward to the right things. Because look, it's going to bring you peace. It is bringing you peace. This disruption that's happening around you and around us is bringing us actually closer to peace. What is teaching you, what you need to stand by, is thinking, what is this really teaching us? That fear doesn't really, fear actually causes the chaos in our lives, but the more that we stand out of fear, we come together, it actually grows. And if you know this, communities grow when everyone is aligned in that happiness. It's when there's conflict, things fall apart, right? Things start to crumble. But when you start to gather your energy and you decide to go to a community, your flow brings peace, brings prosperity, brings you freedom, brings you financial health. So that is where you're going. Do not be afraid of any disruptions, because you're moving forward to something better. Have confidence in yourself. Have confidence in your spiritual team that is directing you in that way. Have confidence that when you have these disruptions, you're going back to a better place. You're moving these things that I have no longer are working for you to move something much better. See, psychic abilities, this is your inner eye, this is your intuition. Everything is coming in. It's getting stronger to trust in them. It's not a lie, it is the connection to source and everything that's coming in to help you through this. It also is going to bring a lot of clarity for you and what you want in your life, what you have been seeing in see, look, I have to say this, they're showing me right away, truths. You know, a lot of truths are going to be told. It's going to bring you the clarity, and the truths are going to be out and being told. um your truth. So I'm almost hearing that some truths that have been buried are coming up, but it's gonna, the reason it needs to become up. It might be, like I said, the tower moment, that disruption might be bringing a disruption, but it's bringing the clarity and the truth to bring being free, bring you the peace that you've always wanted. It's finally, because sometimes when we hold on to things, it's, we can feel stuck and that doesn't move forward. But what it is bringing you freedom. And a lot of the things are going to happen in your dreams. So pay attention to dreams right now. They might be vivid or things that make strange. Maybe write them down and think about what it's the message is trying to release to you. A lot. I'm also getting those that have any um, loved ones who have passed. That I'm getting the message that they're coming to your dreams and trying to give you some. Um, I'm hearing love, but some guidance. So pay attention, because the wisdom is coming in your dreams. I'm hearing. I'm going to see what Isis has to say. Oh, Goddess Isis, please come in and give the, we ask and seek information and guidance of this week's Wisdom Circle to the Wisdom community. Let's see, for the Wisdom community. Let's see. Wisdom Circle community. Hmm. All right. Temple of Carnelian. It is time to trust in your own boldness and courage, taking risks that feel true to your heart and engaging in practices that make you feel truly and genuinely alive and embodied, and more of yourself, even if not always comfortable, are going to help you live the life you were born to live. So let's see. Rising sun. A dark phase and struggle is over. A new face is upon you, one of hope, glory, light, and triumph. It is won through boldness and persistence. You have been through so much. You have been through much, and now victory is upon you, beloved, for the divine soul of child, a new consciousness within you is born. Remember, the tower moment brings in the new. You are rising up to who you need to be at this hold, rising up to your the utmost potential that you've ever had and you've ever been in a being in your life. You're rising your vibration. You cannot stand in this old. That's why it's feeling it crumbling. It's because you're going to a new place and in a higher place in your life. Pillar of light. Here's the prayer. Pillar of light, burning bright. Earth star below, soul star above. Burn away all that is not light. Transform all into unconditional love. Star of Isis, descend. Your blessing and peace without end. Grace me now with peace and protection, completely embraced by divine perfection. Serpent of fire. Do not assess your current ability based on past standards, as they no longer apply to you. You are stronger and more powerful now than you ever have been before. You need to learn afresh that you are capable of, and Isis helps you now. Soul retrieval. I just have to go back to this because they're wanting to say, remember when you call on your spiritual family, your spiritual your faith. This is faith. This is about faith. Call on your faith. That's what gets you through everything and guides you. That is the strongest that gets you through anything that has ever come in your way. And remember that. She's saying, remember that. Soul retrieval. Isis, healing goddess, now offers you spiritual restoration and deep soul healing through the art of soul retrieval, reclaiming pieces of you lost through trauma, old and new. Soon you will enjoy greater wellness and energy and power. So be willing to go through the healing process, knowing that any emotional clearing taking place is leading you to a wholeness. So understand that these tower moments is leading you to something bigger. You're being pushed to go through that. You're being pushed to connect to yourself again, to your faith, to connection to spirit, to all that is around you. So just give yourself that time to connect. Be patient. I heard be patient with yourself, and even remember to look at yourself in the mirror and thank yourself for everything you have done along this way, good or bad. You're transforming into something much better and moving forward. Trust in the process. The connections will be revealed. It's almost like they're showing me hands. So a lot of you are going to have new community people coming in, your community that you've been searching for. And this is like soul family, people in a bigger group that are like-minded that you've been waiting for. It's almost a fresh breath air. I'm hearing that when you reach and connect to these people, that's how you are. And we're all here to help each other. And here I heard, you do not stand alone. You do not stand alone. Start to speak out and to reach out. They're waiting there for you. Everyone has someone waiting for them to say something, to make that connection, to help them go forward. You are not alone in this process. So trust in it, and trust in your guidance and your own faith. And what resonates with you, you take with you. What doesn't, you leave all the rest. Thank you so much for joining the Wisdom Circle for this week. I appreciate you all. Thank you.